What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the vlog. See the new toy? Well, now that we are back on the load board, like more often than not, we need this thing. Yeah, we gotta sit and fight with people on the load board. Let's talk about it. The loads are so scarce now. Dang, look at that. I don't know what kind of jet that was or fighter plane that was. We're like right outside of Lackland Air Force Base right now. We're like literally looking at the airfield. This is the perimeter. So I don't think they're gonna come at us for sitting here. Hopefully not. I mean they might. Yeah, so let's get this done. Anyway, um, looking at the load board, right? This load right here, it was posted by Armstrong, right? It was posted by Armstrong for 41. I bid 45 on it. At 45, this thing is actually still quite low, believe it or not. I mean, like look at the average on this, right? It's the rate trending on it, or the estimate on it is like this rates right here. This is what people pulled it for. Okay, it's so crazy, man. So this was pulled for 4,400, yeah, 4,500. So the highest one was 47, right? Which was right now is trending at 47. Dang, so we bid 45. It was actually lower. I was actually looking at 48 on that lane. 48, I think I'll be really happy. At 45, where it's so crazy that at 45 that I'm still really high, and you still got to compete with people. It's so crazy, man. So anyway, yeah, basically, and it requires ramps. It's I think what this is like they're gonna put something on the second top deck, right? So you need a ramp. So it's probably gonna be a vehicle, sitting, halfway in the top deck or whatever, right? So anyway, she Armstrong actually had it posted for 41. I told him 45, and she's like, "What's the lowest that you can go?" I said, "Man, really? Uh, Truckstop is estimating this at 43. I can't even operate like that. 45. Really, that's the lowest I'm giving you. The reason. Let me give you a reason why I think at 45 it's okay because I'll be able to go home. You know what I mean? So this thing picks up today, which is Wednesday. We can pick it up today and be home by Friday, and then we won't have to leave the house until like Sunday noon or something like that. At least we could be at the house, just swing by the house and then pick it back up. That's really the only reason why I'm thinking about even taking this. Anyway, she's saying that this load, like, man, we're bidding for this load. So if you can give me your lowest, I told her, yeah, that's my lowest right there. There goes another plane that just landed. What kind of plane? I think they're not. They're not 16s. They're not F-16s. Huh. Wow. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's where we are, man. Like we're looking at the load board here in the San Antonio area, right? And man, I tell you, it's scary. It really is so scary. Look at these people. These people, like RDS Logistics, right? They're one of the worst. I mean, these are pipes. They're gonna take out. They're gonna take off. They're gonna take up your whole bid, except for this one right here, 35 foot of space, and they want to pay you $1 a mile. 35 foot of space. No, no, no. Hold on. I didn't say that they will also, more than likely, will take the lower deck. 35 foot of space on the lower deck. Now what you're gonna have on mine, I'm gonna have like 7 foot of the lower deck and then the upper deck. What am I gonna do with that? I tell you, it's so crazy, man. It's that's why I said there goes one Las Vegas. It's a partial, 12-foot partial. That one actually is okay, but the problem is like, are you ever gonna find that something that, you know what I mean, that's taking, I guess it depends on what it is. It's looking for a step deck, so more than likely it's something tall, okay? So, and this is more than likely like, being forklift on there. It didn't say vehicle on there, so it's you can't like just move it around. You know what I mean? So once you're on there, once you have it on there, you have it all the way to the front, so you can, in the back, you can put in vehicles in there, right? Some type of vehicle, and then on the top deck will be free. But we're not gonna find anything that's going specifically to Las Vegas. We might find something like a partial that's probably going to like the Albuquerque area, maybe El Paso area, maybe Tucson area, but it's not gonna be enough for us to go all the way back home. It's anyway. Yeah, that's where we are, man. It's so tough, man. These partials really, I believe these partials are very toxic. I mean, they're good in a way, and at the same time, they're very toxic. Look at this. Um, there was one by, here we go, Idaho, 172 going to Idaho. Man, let me tell you something. If you go to Idaho for 172 and you're not from Idaho, I don't feel bad for you, not one bit. Listen, but if you don't know, then you know what I mean. That it makes sense that you make it. Oh, we got a tarp. One pick, 4 drops, man. One pick, 4 drop for $1,000. Come on, man. I mean, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like but this is the sad reality of the trucking industry right now as an owner operator. It's just the load board is full of junk, man. There's a lot of other board that I signed up for here recently, like not board, but more like, direct contact and stuff like that. But we're waiting on confirmation on a lot of them. So we still got to work the load board no matter what. See, but it's just. Look at this, man. Okay, Amarillo, Texas. You go to San Antonio to Amarillo. I guess that's doable. Let me see. Oh, 8-1. 8-1 wide. More than likely, that's not going to be a problem, especially coming from San Antonio to there. But 8-1, I bet you it's wider than that. They're just, being modest with the 8-1. Yeah. No shot, man. And the average Truckstop is the average estimating that at 1,600, and the high on it, around 1,650, 1,630. Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't even touch that, man. I mean, like, just to have something to do, I guess you can touch it, but I mean, it's coming right out of San Antonio. I might actually, but 8-1, man, they need to come up with way more money on that, man. Like, way more. It's 8-1, Hmm. I mean, like the average Joe, someone like me would start thinking about, I think I can get away with that. There's not a lot of scales going down this way, so it should. I won't do it though. I won't do it. You know, uh, maybe like if you get inspected by the DOT, okay. Now this one coming in right now, that's an F-16 or 22 Raptor. I don't know exactly what the difference is, but those look like the same kind that was in Afghanistan when I was stationed over in Bagram. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, man, it's. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So from Austin, where was that other? Okay, ramps needed. Collect on delivery. Rubber track mini excavator. Drivers must have carb compliant truck to enter a port, so it has to go to the port. Yeah, nah, we're not doing that, man. That would have been perfect, though. Believe it or not, there was another. Where was that at? So we're gonna go ahead and save this, right? Where was that other one? There was another one that was partial that was going down that way to California. We're gonna filter it to distance, highest distance, and Oregon, Idaho, North Dakota, California. 6 foot right there for 1,000. Virginia, Nevada. So we take that one, Nevada. Oh, here we go. 1612. That's actually not a bad payday. Let me put these together. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work out. That Landstar one got scooped up real fast. Didn't even get a chance to call it. There's a lot of carriers, man. There's a lot of carriers. Specifically, I think Texas is gonna be like that because of the fact that there's so many people that just want to be here. Yeah, I saw this, right. So I was like, you know what? Let me make a note of this, and then let's talk about it on a video. You see this right here? When you see something like this, man, it looks fishy. It's probably fishy, and it's probably a scam. Trust me. Don't think that I'm gonna get money out of this. Don't be like, you know what? Like if you can negotiate with these guys, that hey, I will take 70% up front, 80% up front. Yeah, you'll take it for that rate. You know what I mean? So, but more than likely this is a scam. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Makita Logistics. Okay, let's look at their MC. Their MC is a 146, so they're very new. They got 7 reviews. Yeah, they're not factorable by OTR Solutions. Oh, there it is. I didn't even realize that. 14.6 wide. And you need a Twig card. Yeah, they're like, I would not like see. I won't even book this with these guys because they are so new. Like really, unless they are direct, right? I guess if this is like their personal shipment or whatever, right? This belongs to them. Yeah, then I can see that point, right? But if they're actual brokerage, Makita Logistics Inc., if they're actual brokerage company, like an actual like that's what they do full time, yeah, that's probably not let's see. It's probably it's gonna make me log in. I don't want to log in. I don't know why they started doing that crap. I just want to see the reviews. But anyway, um, even at 14.6, that's still not enough. You're gonna need. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a few states that you're gonna need an escort for that. So, yeah, that's not good enough at all. So maybe that one is good, but it's you don't want to take that. You know, we are on the DAT Loadboard now. I switch between the DAT and Truckstop because it's like sometimes there's people actually that post on the DAT Loadboard that do not post on Truckstop. El Paso, Texas. I mean that's okay. But we're gonna be in the dead zone right there, man. Like really, really dead zone. We're just trying to get out of Texas and trying to get up north, north from here, directly north from here. And that seems like some kind of impossible thing to do right now. Oh man, there's a lot of hungry people out there, and there really are, you know. How am I sorting this? I'm sorting it per miles. Okay. Like there's not even well, let's sort it per rate per mile. There's not a lot of things going on the lower board, believe it or not. Like even them short runs. Usually I sort it highest rate per mile, and a lot of those short runs will come up. And these short runs are not even worth it. Okay, California, Oxnard, California, hazardous. 2 pickups in Houston. Mm, yeah. Mm. It's just what's another thing is like it's just so crazy how much these lanes actually pay. Look at this, 3,600. This one, this is paying 3,600 in last 30. Is that 30 days? I don't remember. Rate trend. So wow, look at it's been going down. So there's people that this week looks like people have been pulling it for 3,600, which is 225 a mile. That's not bad actually. That's okay. Yeah. But the thing is, it's like California freight is so bad, like why would you even want to come there? You know what I mean? Like for that rate at least. This is what I do all day, man. This is what I do all day. We just keep on trying to refresh this thing, and then we just hopefully we can land on that one thing, man. It's so crazy, man. It's just amazing. Like this one right here, I was looking at this one, but this one, they don't even list the freaking days to pay or rating, MC or DOT number, you know? When you say when they're showing a Gmail account, I don't even want to mess with that. You know, how would they pay? That's the big question. You know. Okay, here we go. Garden City, Kansas. We can do from Laredo, Texas. Garden City. Oh man, that's in the middle of nowhere in Kansas. Look at that. Look at that. Hey, where are we at? Laredo. And we're not too far away from Laredo. Well, about 170 miles probably. Yeah, you can see my motivation, right? I'm so motivated. See, like normally, so let's go look at let's go look at say uh, Des Moines. What is that? What's that town? Dang it, Iowa City, Iowa City, Iowa. So like, look at that. 272 results and wow, TQL. What's going on with this TQL load? Oh, it's a round trip. It's probably going somewhere 5,000 miles away. It's TQL, man. But look at the short runs compared to the short runs here. Look at the short runs here. You know, that's a 98 miles, right? And pick up ASAP direct delivery. Look at that. You know what I mean? And you could still make decent money off of this. You know. You're not going to be able to get two of them. Trust me, you're not getting two of these, you know, not in a day. 126 miles and it's 10 foot wide, you know. And it's like this right here is doable, you know what I mean? So um, that's why we're trying to get up there, you know. We're trying to get out of where it's so busy, man. It's so busy over here, you know. And the rates over there actually looks quite decent, believe it or not. So yeah, that's what we're looking for. We're trying to get up there. You know, if I stay on the load board all day long, we can make content all day long, man. Anyway, so here we go, right? So I call this one, right? It's San Antonio to San Antonio. So they're trying to do something shady here, okay? She's saying that they're not even moving over a mile. So the details on this, look what the details. It says $150 an hour, which is a little bit, you know, a little bit on the high side when it comes to hourly rate, right? Normally people would probably be around 120 or so, right? But a minimum of 6 hours. So basically you're moving a paver, okay? A paver, okay? I'm thinking these big things that's supposed to be moved by an RGN, right? Okay, and not only that, this thing weighs like she's saying 45,000. I doubt that. I think this thing should weigh way more than that. Anyway, uh, you know those little road pavers. She's like, but it's moving at night. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's moving at night, and what you call it? It's only going like she said it's less than a mile. I mean, it's you know. I could probably drive that damn thing, you know, a mile down the road. I don't know. I don't think it's less than a mile. I think it's gonna be longer than that, you know, because they would have moved it themselves. You know what I mean? Like, you know, turn on some doggone flashers, you move it yourself. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Um, why are they looking? I'm guessing the broker itself. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't. Why? Oh, it's new. It's new. That's so weird. Anyway, it's brand new. I guess I don't know. I'm so this is so crazy, but I mean I think what's happening essentially is that they don't want to move this thing on an RGN. You know what I mean? An extendable RGN that is. If it's 56 foot long, it's probably gotta be an extendable RGN or an RGN with 3 axle and then the ass end will be up higher. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know exactly. I'm not familiar with it. See, the thing is, you know what they're doing? They're fishing. They're fishing for people to want to do it. Like if you got a 3 axle step deck, you could probably do this, right? 48, or you got 42 on the deck on the bottom. Actually, man, it's not enough. 56 foot long is not enough, man. You know, that thing is gonna be hanging. It's gonna look shady as hell. You know what I mean? I wouldn't move it. There's no chance, man. Like unless it's going on a back road or something. You know, I don't know why they just don't freaking move it. Like, you know, turn on some flashers and move it on the doggone road. You know, I don't get it. But that's what they're doing basically. Essentially, they're trying to save a lot of money from, uh, you know, people are probably quoting them 3,000, 4,000 for this, you know, to move this thing. I just don't get why they don't just move it themselves, you know, like a couple miles away. You know? So I'm on the phone right now. I'm on hold with Evans Transportation. Evans, you know, I've had some pretty decent loads with them. And this just tells you how many freaking carriers out there, man. I'm in position 9. I've been on the phone for about 2 minutes now, and I'm in position 9. Boy, I tell you, position 9. Okay, so before we close out this vlog, right? It's not a good broker video unless we include TQL in it, right? So here we go. So I called TQL in this one load. The load was coming from, hold on, where was it coming from? It was coming from San Antonio going to North Carolina somewhere, right? Basically, it was going to be around 1,200 miles, okay? So it's slightly over 1,200 miles. So I said, okay, cool, no problems. You know, it's by appointment. They can make an appointment over here. I'm guessing it's container area. I don't know. Anyway, so I was like, cool, no problems. You know, and they're like, well, when would you like to deliver? You know, I was like, you know what, this week would preferably. You know, I can make it there in 2 days, Friday delivery, right? No problems. And then he was like, okay, what are you looking to get out of this? I said, okay, 2,700. He said, man, that's too high. We're looking at 1,200. I said, I just laughed, man. Oh man. See, listen, I've had some good loads with TQL. As a matter of fact, the last 2 oversized I did were TQL, and those paid over $8 a mile. You know, so I don't discount them whatsoever. You know, but the majority of their loads, man, the majority of TQL loads are not worth even your breath. 1,200. It's a full load. I'm not saying that it's partial. It's a full load. A full load of containers. Well, here it is. It's 2 hours later, and we still haven't found a doggone load, man. Boy, I tell you, it's just so many things, man. It's so much harder to maneuver in the market now. Like, I mean, here it is. We're in a really, really hot area. Normally, I would always say that, you know, wait, you know what I mean, and be like, something will always show up, right? Well, something did show up, and it's going to Ohio, right? And damn. And I asked for 34, right? I said, man, I can go pick it up right now. Let's go 34. And that's crazy. That's only $2.36 a mile, you know. And now they're coming back. They had it posted for 3,000. The lane pays 32, and now they're coming back for 32. They're asking for 32. I'm gonna tell them, let's go 33.50. Oh, there goes a jet. I was trying to record one. I think they're an F-16. Oh, there goes another one getting ready to take off. Anyway, yeah, that's where we are, man. It's so crazy. It's freaking like, I mean, I guess it's okay, you know. I think it's okay even like to take this 33, you know. That's gonna put us like right at 230, you know. But the good thing is we don't have to deadhead that much. We only got to deadhead like 20, 30 miles or so from where we are right now. So I mean, I guess that's okay, you know. And plus, we should able to handle it for what you call it. We'll be able to unload it on a Friday, so we'll be ready to be able to. The only thing, the reason why I'm being so, petty with the prices on this, man, is just because this thing requires ramps. You know what I mean? It's so crazy, man. It's like really, it's not, a lot of times, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it's the shipper's fault. There's quite a few problems. There's too many doggone brokers, and there's too many doggone drivers. You know what I mean? Um, and I don't know. I haven't checked the volume lately, as far as like comparison of volume, as far as where we are compared to last year and the year before and year before. Volume freight wise. So I don't know. I think we're not too far off. From a regular. I think we have recovered from COVID. The freight. Being short, but I think we're gonna be. It's crazy, man. It drains you. It really does. Yeah. I'm just trying to get to Ohio, and hopefully drop this off, and be and drop this off on a Friday, and we still be in a good area. Go get something short, and we'll be ready to rock and roll next week. At least that's the plan. So anyway, we're gonna end the video here, right? I think we're gonna be able, hopefully we're gonna be able to lock this in. It seems like we might be able to lock it in, you know. Um, he told me, so they had these posted for 33,000, right? And there's no way we're gonna haul it for 3,000, man. I know, like when you look at the difference in the price, like instead of just sitting for the day, why not take that for 32, like what he's pitching now, right? Listen, man, this is I think that's one of the main majority of reason how we got here at these rates, at the shippers, pitching these rates the way they are right now is because, you know, that kind of mentality, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's only gonna be a couple $100 off, but next week, this same lane is probably gonna be another couple $100 off, and then the week after it's gonna be another. You see what I mean? And so on and so forth until it hits some type of flat line where operators like myself will not be able to operate no longer. You know what I mean? It's just like, but operating at this rate anyway is it's not a good long term, plan. You know what I'm saying? Like operating at, I think if you operate $2 low twos, right? That's what, like I always say, low twos. I think that's okay. I think that's doable even in the long term. You know what I mean? Even if you look at it in the long term. Low twos, I'm talking about long haul. So like anything that's over 1,000 or 2 days or more. You know what I'm saying? Those kind of things. So I think that's doable, you know. Now, the good thing about this one is that even though I'm not really psyched about it, but it's gonna put us in a better area, so it's okay. You know what I mean? Texas, man, Texas is too competitive, believe it or not. It really is. I wish Texas was a little different because Texas has a lot of volume, but at the same time, they also have a lot of trucks. So, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna end the video here. I don't know if this customer is gonna go with it. Hopefully he does, yeah, we'll see. I think I'm gonna start heading down that way. I'm gonna start heading. There was a place where I parked over there anyway. I know a place where I can park safely even for the night. So, because we got ramps, that's another thing we got to think about. That's why I'm trying to stay away from Houston, man. Houston and Dallas, I'm trying to stay away from spending the night over there in that area. And you know why? Because we got freaking ramps, and them ramps are expensive, man, and they disappear real fast, even with them doggone chains on there. Okay, we will see y'all in the next video.